here now in West Berlin, Fasanenstraße, at the new shop of Aesop with Thomas Buisson. He came from Paris to talk to us. Nice to meet you. Thanks for letting us borrow some time of yours. Thomas, we can see the beauty already in the background, but maybe you can explain your mission that led you to West Berlin today.
So this is our second store in Berlin and our fifth store in Germany, and we have been looking at this area for a long time, actually, before we found the right location. We really wanted to be in West Berlin. It's like, the yin and the yang of Berlin. You had to be on both sides, but we struggled to find the right place, which needed to have a blend of course, interesting architecture, interesting neighbors, a little bit of culture, but at the same time we also wanted some foot traffic, as you can imagine.
I found a beautiful quote on your website. I think it was Ilse Crawford that said, every building has its own soul and psyche. So having been a garage, this is a special personality then.
Totally. And I think we worked, like every project is the occasion for us to work with a different architect. So we don't always use different ones. For this store in particular, we invited architects with whom we have worked in Oslo in the past. They're called Snohetta, and they're actually a much bigger architects firm than we have used in the past, because they built the Opera in Oslo, they built the 9/11 Memorial in New York, the Library of Alexandria, so some pretty heavy projects. So I would say Aesop is a bit of a kind of...
a passion project, you would say?
Yes. But the first partnership we had with them in Oslo was so fantastic that we were very keen to give them this opportunity. And the shape of this store is quite unusual for us because it's quite big and it's quite long and narrow, so a bit challenging. And they came with this idea very quickly of the 7 pillars of wisdom.
Okay.
So that was a little bit these kind of flying columns that you could open that would reveal the stores.
I see.
And we always play a lot with our stores. They're all different. We rarely play with the shelving. Usually it's quite consistent.
Yeah.
So this was an occasion really to do something very different.
Let's zoom out and talk about Aesop as a brand. What can we expect from Aesop?
I mean, I think, retail is really the backbone of everything we do, so you can definitely expect more stores. You can expect for us to continue to remain different in every single store. So that's really a signature of Aesop and something we want to be consistent with. And every city for us is the occasion, it's a new playground, so the occasion of trying something new. You can expect also, I think, as we grow bigger, we have more than 100 stores now, so it opens a lot of opportunities for partnerships, for association with cultural events, which is, the main marketing or so-called marketing activity that we do. So I think as we get bigger, we have more resources and more opportunities also to support communities, to support local artists, and really to be involved at the local level. So Aesop is a global brand today because we are present in all continents and in major capital cities. But I think that this is really an opportunity for us to remain a super local and approachable brand, even as we grow. I think Aesop is a brand for people who like to consume differently, who are discerning, and who are receptive to the experience that we can deliver. So the first experience we deliver is a human experience, the interaction with our staff. So we select people in our stores that actually are capable of saying something about the store, about the architect, about the city where they live. So that's quite important. And I think that kind of experience, which is around retail, is something which has always been the cement of cities. A city without store, can you imagine?
No.
It's a cemetery.
Can't exist.
So I think that if you can bring something locally, if you can deliver an experience in the stores, people will continue. Even if it's not to buy the product, they will continue to come to your stores, just to interact socially and everything. So I'm actually quite optimistic about all the possibilities there is to do things differently. I hope that there is going to be more initiatives like ours and more people in many different industries. I hope that there's going to be more food stores in cities, more occasions for us to, we live in cities, most of us live in cities, and I don't want to live in in a place where there is 5 super luxury stores, 5 luxury hotels, and that's it. So I think we try to bring a little stone to that wall, basically.
Last question, and maybe the most important one. On your website, I read that the Aesop lifestyle, if you want to say it like this, it includes a moderate consumption of red wine from time to time. Now you, as a Frenchman, please tell me, what is a moderate consumption? How much?
Well, I think, of course, there is certainly different interpretation to it, but my personal advice is a glass a day.
A glass a day.
And a bottle a day on the weekend.
Oh,
I think that's maybe a little bit beyond moderate.
But I think we can leave it like this. That's perfect. Okay, so thank you very much, Monsieur Buisson.
You're most welcome.
And
Hosting you.
have a great evening tonight.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay.